What you need to know about the psychological toll of paranormal encounters. Do you have frequent paranormal encounters? The ghosts that walk beside you, the demons that whisper sweet nothings in your ear, or the aliens that visit you in your dreams? Have any of these experiences ever happened to you? How did it make you feel? If you are a person who has had one too many paranormal encounters, and you're restarting to feel the toll that they take on your psyche, this is the video for you. Let's explore the psychological toll of paranormal encounters. Welcome back, everyone. Here today to talk about everything psychology. If you like what you see, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on new videos. First things first, when we hear the word paranormal, what do we think of? Strange, scary, mysterious, perhaps? Well, let us tell you, there's nothing more real than how much paranormal experiences can affect a person mentally. What might seem like a fun, intriguing story to some could be a nightmarish, traumatic experience for others. And while most people brush off paranormal encounters as mere flights of fancy or overactive imaginations, the truth is that these experiences can leave a lasting impact on one's psyche. Before we get into the ways paranormal encounters affect a person psychologically, let's clear something up. We are not trying to say that paranormal encounters are fake, or that those who have experienced them are making it up. In fact, we believe that each person's experience is valid and deserves to be taken seriously. Our goal is to shed light on the psychological aspects of these encounters, so that those who have experienced them can better understand themselves and their experiences. So what exactly are paranormal encounters? And what are some examples of paranormal encounters? For those of you who are curious, paranormal encounters can include anything from seeing or hearing ghosts to experiencing unexplained physical phenomena such as moving objects or feeling cold spots. It can also encompass instances where one feels a strong presence or witnesses strange shadows or figures in their peripheral vision. Some may have vivid dreams that leave them feeling unsettled, or have recurring nightmares that seem to foretell future events, while others may find themselves inexplicably drawn to certain places or objects, only to feel an overwhelming sense of dread or fear when they get too close. Now that we've established that, let's discuss the possible ways paranormal encounters can affect a person psychologically. Number 1, they may reflect underlying psychological conditions. Sometimes what may seem like a paranormal encounter could actually be a manifestation of an underlying psychological condition. For example, hallucinations can be a symptom of various mental health conditions such as schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, or PTSD. It's essential to seek professional help to determine if there is an underlying cause behind these experiences. Similarly, individuals dealing with anxiety or stress might be more susceptible to perceiving ambiguous stimuli as threatening or paranormal. By understanding the connection between our thoughts, feelings, and experiences, we can gain insight into the root causes of these encounters and work towards resolving them through therapy or other forms of support. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding the complexities of our minds can lead us to a more fulfilling and harmonious existence. So if you ever find yourself questioning the nature of your paranormal experiences, reach out to a mental health professional who can guide you on your journey towards healing and self-discovery. 2, it can be heavily influenced by cultural narratives. Now, let's talk about the role of culture. The stories and beliefs passed down through generations can significantly influence how we interpret our experiences. For instance, if someone grows up hearing tales of haunted houses or ghost stories, they might be more inclined to believe that their unexplained experiences are paranormal in nature. Additionally, cultural narratives can shape our beliefs about what is considered normal or expected behavior. This can make it difficult to distinguish between genuine paranormal activity and simply human behavior that is outside of our own personal comfort zone. Moreover, the language we use to describe paranormal experiences is itself shaped by cultural norms. What one culture might label as a ghost sighting, another might attribute to a different cause altogether. Therefore, it is crucial to consider the cultural context when examining paranormal encounters, as they can heavily influence how these experiences are perceived, interpreted, and ultimately understood. So next time you hear a spooky story or read about a paranormal encounter, ask yourself how much of it is really based on fact versus fiction. How does my own cultural background shape my beliefs about the paranormal? By exploring these questions, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of human experience and the power of storytelling. Number 3. Psychological factors can explain many paranormal phenomena. There are various psychological factors that can contribute to paranormal experiences. One such factor is selective attention, which refers to the tendency for individuals to focus on specific aspects of their environment while ignoring others. For example, if someone believes that they are living in a haunted house, they may become hypervigilant for any unusual sounds or movements, which can lead them to interpret everyday occurrences as paranormal activity. Moreover, confirmation bias plays a significant role in shaping our beliefs about the paranormal. This cognitive bias refers to the tendency for individuals to seek out and interpret ambiguous information in a way that confirms their pre-existing beliefs. So if someone is already convinced that they are being haunted, they may jump to conclusions and attribute any strange experience to their supposed ghost, rather than considering alternative explanations. Additionally, suggestibility can influence our perception of paranormal phenomena. Some individuals are more susceptible to suggestion than others, meaning that if they are told or even just shown something that is meant to be scary, they may interpret it as being real. This is why it is important to approach paranormal claims with a healthy dose of skepticism and critical thinking, as our own psychological biases can sometimes trick us into believing things that are not true. By understanding the psychological factors that can influence our beliefs and experiences, we can better navigate the world of the paranormal and separate fact from fiction. 4. They often relate to negative events, especially childhood trauma. It is not uncommon for people to have paranormal encounters during times of emotional distress or upheaval. Negative events, especially those that occurred during childhood, can leave deep psychological scars that manifest as paranormal experiences later in life. For example, a child who witnesses the death of a loved one or experiences severe neglect or abuse may develop a strong attachment to the deceased or a need to escape their current environment. This can result in the belief that the only way to connect with their loved ones or find solace is through paranormal means. Furthermore, unresolved negative emotions such as grief, anger, or fear can linger in the subconscious mind and manifest as paranormal experiences. These encounters may serve as a way for the individual to confront and process their emotions in a safe space between wakefulness and sleep. However, it is important to note that not everyone who has paranormal experiences has experienced childhood trauma or negative events. But when these experiences do occur in conjunction with trauma, they can serve as a reminder of the importance of seeking professional help to process and heal from past wounds. 5. Belief in the paranormal can be a coping mechanism for anxiety. For some individuals, their belief in the paranormal serves as a coping mechanism for anxiety and uncertainty about the future. When faced with difficult situations, they may turn to paranormal practices such as communicating with the dead or seeking guidance from psychics as a way to gain a sense of control and clarity. This is especially common among those who have experienced significant loss or are going through major life transitions. However, it is important to recognize that while these practices may provide temporary comfort, they can also be harmful in the long run. Instead, it is always best to seek support from mental health professionals or trusted friends and family members when dealing with anxiety or other mental health concerns. 6. Frequent paranormal encounters may mean you have thinner mental boundaries. Lastly, having frequent paranormal encounters may indicate that one has thinner mental boundaries. This means that the individual may be more sensitive to the energies or emotions of those around them, both living and dead. As a result, they may feel compelled to help or communicate with spirits that others cannot detect. However, it is important to remember that not all spirits are benevolent, and some may even be harmful. This can lead to exhaustion, confusion, or even illness if the individual is not careful. Therefore, it is crucial to protect one's energy and maintain healthy boundaries with both living and non-living beings. This can be achieved through practices such as meditation, mindfulness, or seeking guidance from experienced energy workers. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today's video. But before you go, be sure to leave us a like and comment down below about what paranormal encounters you've had in your lifetime. We'd love to hear your stories. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on new videos. Thanks for tuning in.